po, nagre-ready. Going to Sedona, Arizona. Okay guys, see you there.
They actually can gut an animal with those horns. Instead of running away from a predator like most antelope species will do, they will charge at that predator, lower their head, and allow that predator to impale themselves on their horns. They can actually lift the weight of a full-grown lion from the top of on their neck muscles. All right, enough about the sables. Diligence is
3, 2, 1.
Gabi Concepcion!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here.
Yeah, they're here. Takot na holder. Ba't kasi tinatakot ko?
Comeback post channel ko. Ito po tayo mga kagala ngayon sa Out of Africa Wildlife Park. Ayan, we just got here. Po, mga kasama ko, pamilya ko, kagala. Hi, Ali.
This is so much fun!
Hi, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
Say hi.
Hi. Hello. Can I get a hug? Are you excited? What's in here? A zoo.
Ano,
What are we
papi?
seeing here? A zoo. What animals? You don't have a mask, Tita Kit. She got a lot of masks.
Ay, napunta pa. Ba't nauna kayo?
Ha? Hindi kami naka-exit, tapos nagpagasuyan, tapos nakalis na.
Buti na lang, hindi ko sinuot yung shorts ko, kundi magkamukha talaga kami.
Minto lang kami saglit. Kasi yung gulong mainit na eh. Tapos, the next exit, exit kami. Para sa maglagay ng gas. Kasi baka ma-burn yung tires. Kailangan yung minto. Hindi pwedeng straight drive. Going to here is 4 hours driving. So, 2 hours, nagpahinga. Tinignan ko yung gulong.
Nagda-drive ako na. Sabi ko, talk to me, I'm gonna fall asleep.
Nakakantok. 4 hours drive, my God.
I was driving, I wanted to everything to be quiet so I could drive. She's like, I don't want to talk to nobody. So let me drive.
Nobody when you're driving.
Yeah, you're distracting me. Let me drive. I'm coming like 100 miles an hour.
I got distracted with the GPS. That's why I missed the exit. Yeah. That's was programmed to another phone, and Tita Ice is still holding the phone. And then
She's
too late
holding
when you pull it
the
up.
one that's coming this way.
I just stopped for a while in the freeway shoulder
Wait.
because the tires is
No, I wanted to eat
kind
something.
of hot.
That's why I didn't know I could go on. Because I wanted Ellie to, go pee and everything.
Everybody, you guys, and then Papa,
We capped that at like 121.
Yeah,
I remember when we did it, somebody said that we were going 121. I was like, how do you know?
I knew it. They didn't know. I thought Brian was like, they're following Jeremy. They know it. I'm like, no, hold them.
Pero nasa center siya, di ba? Nasa middle and then
Yeah. Jeremy was going first, and then Jetboy, and then you,
that's right.
and then
I was
us.
following Jeremy.
Oh.
And then he turned right
I'm
away.
like, oh my god,
So I missed the exit.
that's it.
Guys, want water? You guys bring your...
Throw you in the lion.
Yeah, they feed you with the lion.
Yeah, they feed you to the lion. Yeah,
how are
if
they
you
coming
misbehave,
How are they coming
and then the whole family gets in for free. We have to leave one of you.
Kid wanted the lion?
It's the other shoe. Not... Come on.
She's sitting right over
It's
there.
not for girls. You're gonna get fun. You're gonna get red. Yeah, you're gonna get sunburned.
Picture muna.
It's too hot.
Alas papasok natin, alas 11?
Depends.
10 o'clock? Ano sa ba?
At 9:40.
It's a bit. Oh, it's a beautiful day today. Mainit po. 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Ang weather. It's gonna be sunny day. I was inside.
Rick, dito mo na ayusin mo tayo.
Dad, where's your wheelchair?
Sabi ni daddy mo, at hindi daw siya magbayad kasi nandun na siya sa loob. No. Hindi ka papapasok ka sa mga attraction. Hindi, nakapasok na nga siya sa loob. Nakakapasok nga dyan, pero yung mismong attraction hindi.
Okay, let's go.
Hi.
Ha? Ano sa likod? Dadalhin yung timba? Sa likod? Ayan po, papasok na po kami dito sa Out of Africa Wildlife Park entrance. Welcome po, ayan. Mga kasama ko, mga agala at family. Sama nga po. Hoy, sama ko dyan. Allison! Get in here.
Where are the other ones?
Tinatak ko.
Ready? 1. David!
Oh,
Where are
two.
the kids? 1, 2. Where's Axel?
Where's Tita Isa?
Go pa.
Where is everyone?
1, 2, say cheese. Oh, my
5, 4.
3, 2, 1.
Every picture.
That's an Android. Oh no. Well, if you send it through here.
Po, ayan, napasok na rin.
I won't open it at 5 p.m.
2 hours.
2 hours yung
2 hours of vlogging adventure. Ayan, ano po, Jeremy.
hello.
Ang dami pa. Mga pipila. There's a long line.
Baby's cutenesses? Huh? You think we're getting for free with the baby's necklace?
Yung
Lions are smaller than elephants.
what's that?
And they're king of the jungle.
Ako po.
Sure looks really
Jericho.
That's what I said.
Yung po ang tatay ko. Daddy.
I know.
Si Daddy wala sombrero. Yung malo wala sombrero.
Kita-kita kayo ng cargo po. No food and drinks. Even though the water.
Gift shop. Anong kaguluhan yan? Anong kaguluhan yan? Ha? Anong kaguluhan yan?
It doesn't matter how much I want.
Ang pagkakaguluhan natin dito. Why we all in here? Anong kaguluhan yan? Pakibalita ka. Ano pang balita dyan? Carissa, si Carissa. Papu ng child niya. Carissa.
Hindi niyo po ako mahanap.
Life adventure ba?
Nagtatago.
Nagtatago.
Look for your name, Axel.
Look at this. I like this design. I should
Tama, stop toys. Meron sila rito.
just like kill some.
Giraffe. Snake. Ayun, anaconda. Ah! Ah! Hello!
I wanna.
Woo! Gift shop po. Dito ang sa loob na gift shop nila. Out of Africa Wildlife. Ah. Yung t-shirt nila. Ang ganda. Ganda design. Pero, same design lang po pala yan. So ano? Jacket. Shut. Oh, you want the umbrella? How much? How much?
Magkano yan?
200? Ay! $12.95. You want it?
Okay, go.
No.
Let's go get it.
You got a gift already?
Ellie, no, put that back.
I'll pay for it.
No.
I'll pay for it.
It's okay.
Huh?
You get your giggly.
Kasi hindi,
When we
siyang
Oh,
when we leave,
before we leave, yeah, we will get that, okay? Right now, you don't have to carry inside.
before we leave. So you.
Oh, but it's hot.
Before we leave.
Is it hot?
bayaran ko na lang.
Is it hot?
Pwede pa yun.
It's going to get hotter.
Oh, so you need that. You need that.
I'm gonna
Ale,
buy it too.
use it baby inside.
Yeah, you can.
Bayaran mo ito to tita.
Yeah, we'll pay for it.
12, yeah. 20 na.
Ellie, don't go like yourself.
15. Oh, ipit mo. Ha? Tita, this one chair.
She's just
To
being.
buy those.
She's just being difficult. Don't worry.
Give.
Later, when we come
Later,
out.
later.
Yeah, when we come out. When we come out.
When we come.
Don't worry. When we come out. She's just being difficult right now. I don't want her to. No, if I start giving her stuff,
no,
then she's
no.
gonna think she's gonna get everything.
Spoiled.
But thank you so
She's
much.
gonna get spoiled.
Yeah.
Huh?
When we come out. Okay.
Yeah. Because it's heavy.
Ellie.
You're starting crying.
I know. You take care of the baby then.
This earlier she walked out crying.
I know she's so upset.
What she wanna get?
This
Baby's ano, and carry.
Do you know his name?
Jason daw.
Baby Jericho.
A lot of
Tourist.
Old coins. Coin machine. Ano, may sign ng ano, wildlife park. Ito.
May map pa sila?
Maglalad kami ng shuttle. Hintay kami ng masasakyan. Waiting. Ito yung bus niya.
It's generally once per ticket. So
Okay pa yan eh. Open. Bye. See you later. Ano po, ibang bus namin. Ano po ang bus niya.
can't have anyone in the front row. Those have been X'd off. Yeah.
School bus. Safari bus. That's the safari bus.
Ang tatay ko.
Ah, nasa monumento pa yung ano natin. Nasa monumento pa yung bus natin.
Pwede isang ticket lang. Isang.
Ha?
Isang tigil, isang sakay.
Alright, well, let's go. I know we're going to go to school later, but the tigers, the lions, the bears are all up there. You guys go around here, darling. Go ahead and get on board. Just stay together. Don't be scared.
Mas color daw sa likod. Tsaka nakamas dapat.
Sa likod? Nakamas dapat? This is the tiger trolley tour. That is the safari.
You have to wait.
And now I want water. Alright, Beth.
Ayan, sasayin namin. Going to bus.
I know. I was like, no, not doing that. There's no other way down.
On your map, you're going to find the Tiger Splash Arena, the Critter Court, the 11:30 show. Those bears, and even the bears are all out of hibernation officially now. So you're going to see a lot of critters up there today. You know, you had a great knowledgeable driver, and there's a great knowledgeable staff up there. I'm not any of that, folks. I just wing it, man. I'm in the film and television industry, and I ride boats for a living. That doesn't happen to me. I got a crack cheap boat and a metal plate in my wrist. But I'm here to have some fun with you and show you what I don't know, but let's have some fun doing that, all right? So that's it. Let's go ahead and head on up, folks.
Now, as the day progresses, you're welcome to walk up and down this road in front of us here, folks. Just be careful with traffic, security gates, and crossings, things like that. All right, let's head on up, folks. My name is Gary Montana. That's the real name. That's the real deal. Professional oldest PBR bull right on the circuit to this day. With a 43-year movie career, it's actually not new. Notice my great friend, let come back and help him out. Got a few homes that I own 2 months ago. So I hang out here and I'm working out there. Left-hand side, you may have saw. If you didn't, I got baby giraffes in there. Zebras and water buffaloes are inside there. All the couple of crazy-looking animals right there. Oh man, I got dangerous right there.
Looking, the water buffalo.
Baby giraffes. Look at the real on the right-hand side. You may have seen them. I'm going to give you my professional expertise here. But you're looking on the right-hand side over here, Dustin.
Oh, ginagala namin. There's a zip line up there. The big tower.
That's the worst largest. First, I don't care what they say. If you get some money, that's because you used to work at Toys R Us. He ran out of unemployment, so he needed a job. Well, that's one of our lovely volunteers. Wow, we'd be lost without her. Look at that woman. She takes care of everything. Oh my goodness, folks, I gotta hurry up. Look on the right-hand side. Look right here. Oh man, there's a big rhino. He's getting ready to go inside. A big rhino? It's 5,000 pounds. I can run 35 miles an hour. And I do know this. He needs a lot of love. That poor guy was in an accident about a year and a half ago. We almost lost him. He actually rear-ended a semi-truck, man. He hit that thing so hard his head got caved in, his horn bent, his bumper crushed. It was horrible. But you know what we did for him? We got him a rhinoplastic surgery.
Oh, there's the zip line. There's zip line. Zip line here too.
California. I got a home in Calabasas, a big ranch there in Georgia. Been my neighbor for 35 years. All right. Yeah, we're going to head up here and this
Riding the bus po. Riding monumento.
is a shortcut if you find yourself walking. Look at there's some lions right here. These are the young lions, by the way. You can see their brothers and sisters up here. This road is a shortcut to where we're going. But also, folks, it'll take you to the bears. And I saw one of the two that live right here this morning. On the left-hand side are 2 of the biggest black bears you've ever seen. I'm not going to lie, they're huge. But you know what? The girl I'm dating is even bigger and she don't smell any better. I know that. She don't brush her teeth or her hair. That's because she's a grizzly bear. I got a picture right above my mirror here. That's my girlfriend up there. She's here today. She's just passed out. I said I had two little bears that came out of hibernation yesterday. They were right here on the left-hand side. So they should be roaming around. They're still a little groggy. They just woke up yesterday after a few months of hibernation. I actually had folks on board this bus when it actually came out of their den, which is right here on the left-hand side. Just back up through this cap here, and look at the groups. Not the big, gigantic bears. You'll see the little bears too. They live right here. Alright, I got wheels that live on the left-hand side you're going to see. Coming up ahead of us, so you got the right side. I used to call it the nursery.
Drawing lang eh. Wala, drawing lang.
Wala eh. Those lions back there, well, here's the brothers and sisters right up here. They're still coming down.
Sabi meron, wala naman. Drawing.
Kimbias over there on the other bush. They'll be up in a little bit. Your supermarket gets these animals come to the fence for you, so you'll see them up close. There's the other brother right there. They're young. Them are the youngest in the pack of man they're big. Right here on the right-hand side, I guess they're up front where all these people are, but I got 3 tigers here. I got more down the road for you, but these 3 are often our show tigers. So I got tigers here. I got wolves on the left. And, oh, they got a keeper in there. This is pretty cool. Something you don't see too often. I got my keepers. I got my keepers in there with the lion. Check that out. The tiger. Can't leave it too long because we don't want to distract them. There's 2 more. Yeah, you don't see that too often. It's pretty cool. There. A cool sight for you to see, folks. Buddy down there with maiden warthogs right here on the right-hand side. These are maiden warthogs, also known as breakfast and burritos. We are taking a super mall. You can go back to those yellow trucks over there. Those yellow trucks with the 11 o'clock super mall. That's what you need to do right over there on the right-hand side. So make sure you walk over to those trucks. Now I got a female lion on the left, a male lion on the right. We're coming up to stop number 2, where I'm going to drop you off. For you throughout the day. On the left-hand side, this is that shortcut road back to the bears, and where those lions were laying down. This is their enclosure on the left. Past the bridge, the snake house, the daddy lions, the black leopards, more tigers. My girlfriend, the big grizzly bears on the right-hand side of the second enclosure. Stop number 2, Tiger Splash Arena, straight back. Concession stands all the way back there. Restrooms right here, vending machines. And the 11:30 Creature Feature Show is going to be at that blue trash can right there. And Lemurs and Slavic all the way in the corner. My super mobbers, you got to go back to those trucks, the yellow trucks on the load you up for your 11 o'clock super mob.
Ano po, maglalakad kami. Yan, walk.
Alright, you guys go enjoy, man. How's that going? You're welcome. 115, and see where that big cell tower back there? Right behind it.
But,
Go, baby. Oh, no.
Carissa.
After that, I'm gonna go over there.
No. Let's go here. We're gonna go see the monkey. Come on. Ah, tanggihan.
Daddy, they're not there.
Where?
They're not here.
Did I show you?
Oh, they're still front.
Go. Mag-walk tayo dito tapos babalik. Ha? Mag-walk tayo dito, nak. Tiger Splash. Super mag, ha? Di ba pa tayo? Dito na tayo sinatid, ha? Transfer pa sa natin. Nagbayad naman. So na.
Waiting for us.
You know?
Oh my God, group, if you guys want to get to the second bus, please do not load up. Do I have any other groups that are 5 or 4? Alright, you have group of 4.
Just wait.
Where are they? We're right there. Group first.
Fine.
13.
They're counting the group.
Wow. They're counting the group. And then that group of 3. Perfect. That will give me 20.
Oh.
I'll get you something that next
Food here.
next stop.
Ate, anong meron sa Super Smart Safari?
We're gonna get in the cave.
Inside? Oh no. Oh no. You gotta get inside the cave. Baka papakain na tayo sa lion.
Free treats eh.
Free treats.
Free treats yung buto ko.
Ah! This for me?
No.
No? It's yours, right? You just want me to carry it, huh?
Do you want it?
No. And it's still good. Niloload na yung mga ano. Yung zombie na. Apocalypse. Yung transfer na po. Yung mga ano.
Bakit ito nakakapag-drive ito?
Zombie apocalypse. Oh. This desert, yeah. Not desert.
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 Dessert.
Desert. Desert. It's the desert.
There's supposed to be a cougar mountain lion. Where's that?
Cougar. Cougar. David. I thought you said Kruger. Cougar. Cougar pala, cougar. Cougar.
I mean, it's hella cheap.
Your legs gonna hurt. You're not used to it.
When
You know,
first back riding,
your legs gonna hurt.
katirik ang
You're
araw.
not used to it.
Magpapayong ako. I'm gonna buy umbrella.
Pag uwi mo, matuling ka na. Tuling.
Perfect, everyone is here.
Okay, let's go. Like this shirt. Pusos ka namin. Ayan. Apocalypse.
Alright, when you guys load up, please go to the back. There's not a lot of room to shuffle between each other. Either side, it doesn't matter, you'll see animals on both sides. And when you load up, please duck your head. I am 5'2" and I would definitely hit my head. So just watch your head all the way down.
It's okay, I have insurance.
What are you talking about? You're ready to die.
$140, right?
Oh, wanna see the rest band?
Where's
The rest band. Yan, nakapuyo po kami. Yan, nakasain namin. We're here. Ha? Tukubaw. We're going to Cubao.
Alright guys, welcome to the park. Have any of you guys ever been to this park before?
No.
Nope, whole new crew, awesome.
Yes.
So my name is Rachel. I work here as part of the reptile department, and so I really enjoy doing these mogs because it means that I get to hang out with the carnivores as well as the Serengeti animals.
So just pretty much for your safety, don't reach out and try to plant bombs.
Okay, I don't know. We have a miscount and we somehow everyone, but they didn't check in. So we have one rule with our mog, and that is please do not try and touch our animals. Our zebras have upper and lower teeth. They don't know the difference between the biscuits I feed them and your fingers and toes. They'd very happily take your fingers or toes and you wouldn't get them back till the next day. Not nearly as pretty as when you lost them. Also, our baby giraffes are free roaming in our Serengeti area. They have 100-pound heads and they do not like to be touched. So if I see anyone trying to touch them, that part of our tour is over because they can swing their heads and they can break your hands. So it is very dangerous, but you will be very close to giraffes. So cool, just take it as you're cool, just don't try and touch, safety reason. Also, if you drop anything off the vehicle, please do not jump off. You guys are quite high off the vehicle. Wave your arms, knock on my window, make some noise, and I will make sure to get it safely. And then, I will tell you which side the animals are on based upon driver or passenger side, so you know which side to look at. And if you are on the opposite side of the animal, so if you're on that side right now, you are welcome to stand up when I'm stopped, turn around, and sit on the handrail so that you are able to see the animals not looking like this the whole time at a tiger or something. All right, do I have any other questions? Nope. We're going to do half and half, where we're going to do some carnivores, then Serengeti, then we'll come back to more carnivores. That's our tour today. We're going to
Thank you.
Each one's old. Their names are Hamilton, Flamington, and Cynthia. We go inside with them every single day because when Hamilton gets full grown, he will be 250 pounds with giant tusks. And we want to make sure he always knows we're friends. Alright, the habitat to the passenger side has our youngest tigers in it. We're going to go say hi to them right now. Let's see if we can find all three of them. I have at least 2 of them. I got all 3.
I feel so good.
Come on! These are our baby tigers. They're 3 years old. They're not actually babies. They're just our young tigers. We have Sunrise, Zara, and Qatar. Please do not spray me.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
Thank you for not spraying me. Fun fact, tiger pee does smell like popcorn. Come on, guys. Come on. Hi, Sarah.
What's up with tiger?
Come on. You guys are gonna be lazy and hang out in your shade. So these guys are Bengal tigers. They live in Asia area. They are very endangered. There are only about 4,000 of them found in the wild. Zara's gonna get fed and you guys aren't.
Big, right? Oh, wow, that's good.
There's one of them.
She's stunning.
So they're very endangered. There are more tigers owned in the state of Texas than there are tigers in the wild. That's because to get a baby tiger costs $100 on the black market. And baby tigers are this cute, they're this big, very cute. But then you end up with a tiger like that, who eats a lot of meat. And she could bite right through my arm if I was putting my arm in there. Oh, and then we got cuddling tigers in the back. I don't think they're gonna come up, but at least you can see them cuddling. So Sunrise here, who keeps trying, or that's Zara, never mind. So their stripes are individualized, and so you can recognize them based on their stripes. I know this one is Zara because she actually has a patch on her nose. I don't know how she got it, but that's how I know that's her. She's got a black spot on her nose. That one is Qatar. He is the male in here, and then the one in the back is Sunrise. Qatar and Zara were actually used at a facility that did cub petting, which is a really bad facility because they take them pretty much away from their mom, thrown into a room where people can handle them. It causes them actually really bad PTSD, and then they only get to use them for 8 weeks. So when they're about 12 weeks old, they're considered too big. So there has to be a high influx of babies, and so that's how we were able to get Qatar and Zara. Sunrise over there, she was actually born in a breeding facility, and she had 3 brothers. And so she learned to fight for her food, and she got really, really aggressive, and so she was deemed too aggressive for her breeding facility. We have calmed her down a bit, and now she hangs out with us and plays with us. Hi! You guys really not gonna come up? Hi, Qatar! Thank you for switching on me. When we got Qatar, we thought it was Qatara. We thought it was a female, and then he proved us wrong. But yeah, do I have any questions about these guys?
Ellie.
Questions? All right, we're
Of
going
course,
to go say
Ellie.
hi to our
How about you,
clients who are
Bobby?
right all around this corner. You waited too long. You waited that entire time. Now you don't get a piece. I'm already over the hot bar. I have to come at once because I don't have 3 hands and I can't feed all of them at once. But when they all come, I can do a certain thing. Alright, these guys, we're going to say hello to you now, are our chunkiest lions in the park, and they're going to be subscribers. Alright, stepped up the brake. Shifted a little. So these guys are African lions. They were born here in the park. They're only 3 years old, so they are still pretty young. We do have their parents, Ted, Lady, and Kayla. We allow them to breed naturally. And so, because it's better to let them breed. And so, Lady decided to bust out 2 sets of twin boys for us. And then Kayla just gave us 2 girls. And so we have 2 brides, which are 2 males and a female. Kimbia, so we have Kimbia, Mani, and Ascari. Kimbia has been spayed, so we don't have to worry about inbred babies. Come on, guys.
That's a big Chelsea.
Come on. Hi, guys. Big Chelsea. Big cat stretch. You guys ready?
He's gonna feed them. Ooh.
And that's how I feed when I have 3 of them. Kimbia. Come on, Amani. Don't be lazy.
Taller than her. He's the king.
Way up, big boy.
I'm thinking, oh, the Lion King.
They're strong.
See it. Good boy, though. So you may ask me, how do I know the 2 boys apart? This one is Amani, because if you look at his forehead, he has nothing on it. It's just freckles. There's no wrinkles. If he doesn't want to come back, but if you look at Ascari, you can see that he actually has a V shape on his forehead, and that's how you can tell them apart. We're not sure why he has that, but he does. I can't give you one extra because then your siblings will be upset. But yeah, so the male lions in the male lions in the wild do exactly what Ascari was just doing, which is just laying down. They spend about 90% of their day just sleeping. And that's because males really only have 2 jobs in the pride. They are there to make babies and to defend the pride. And because male battles are so aggressive, it actually shortens their life by about 5 years. So in the wild, males only get to be about 7 or 8 years old, whereas females get to be about 12 in captivity.
The mommy lion is pregnant.
And so they need to have all of their energy for those battles. And so they just hang out until another male comes to the pride. And so they also have their manes for that reason. Their manes are there for 2 reasons. It's there as a sexual attraction. It's actually been scientifically proven that females find the darker a mane is, the more attractive the male is. And that is because it shows there's more testosterone in the body and they'll make better babies. And then the mane right there, these guys have their juvenile manes, which is why they have their mohawks. We may get to see Ted, their dad, later today, and he has a full-grown mane, and it doubles the size of their head. And so when it is full-grown and a male is fighting, if they go for a shot at the neck, instead of getting a mouthful of neck, they get a mouthful of hair. And that mane hair is not nice. It's rough, it's coarse, it's not pleasant in your mouth, so they let go. So the ladies are the powerhouses. They are the ones who carry the babies, give birth to the babies, raise the babies. They are also the huntresses. And so they go out, they find a herd of animal, they find a sick, an old, a weak, they kill it, and then the male gets to eat first. That's because the male needs to have the most nutritional pieces of meat, which are like the organ meats. And then you can't really see it right now, but lions are born spotted, so African as well as mountain lions are born spotted. They typically lose it as they get older, but they need that spots for camouflage when they're younger. It helps them blend better into their terrain. And then last fun fact of these guys is you can hear a male lion's roar for 5 miles. Females are usually 2 to 3. And our lions usually like singing for us between 3:45 and 4:30 every day. We have not trained them to do that. They choose to do that. We like to call it their roll call because we have 11 lions on site, and the hyenas usually chip in and get them started, and then all 11 lions will sing at once. It's not a guaranteed. They choose to do it, so some days it is and other days they're not. They haven't done it the last couple days because it has been hotter and they haven't acclimated to the heat yet. All right, do I have any questions about the lions?
Me.
What's your question, little one?
Lions eat the meat.
They do. They eat meat. They are carnivores. Alright, any other questions? No? Okay. We are going to go down to our Serengeti animals. So we do have a little bit of a trek to go down
All
there.
day, man.
We like to say here at the park that we measure all of our habitats in acreage. So those young lions, their habitat goes all the way back there. It actually goes all the way up to this corner right here. So they have about 3 acres to run around. We're able to do that because we own 200 acres here in the park. We only currently use about 110, but all of our big guys have usually between 2 to 5 acres to run around.
Hi.
Alright, you may wonder why there's a house right here. This is actually where the owners of the park live, Dean and Prairie. They live on food, around your food. Well, your cancer, it's the same idea that if you were to take your nails that make them put it on your food. The rhinos are super cool. They run they can run 35 miles an hour and they can turn in any direction. And they can do anything. So they actually can feel, or they can't feel when they're being touched. They have little tiny hairs on their body to know they're being touched. And it looks like he's right there. I will get a little bit closer so people can get a little closer to him. He is hiding between the bushes.
Oh, okay,
I barely saw him. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna get really close and then I'll be gone in a minute. I'm gonna leave in just a minute. I just want to let them see. There is Mr. Jericho. He's hanging out in his bush. Rhino horns are super cool. They actually have to completely shape their own rhino horn. If they were just to leave it on their head, it would be a giant lump on their forehead. My favorite thing that Jericho does is he'll hang out in his wallow, and then he will get all wet, and then he has the zoomies, just like how dogs and cats get the zoomies. Well, our rhino gets the zoomies, and he'll run around the habitat, and it's super cute. It's also kind of terrifying, because he is a 5,000-pound animal. Alright, this area we're going into is our Serengeti area, so please make sure to keep all of your appendages inside. This is our free roaming habitat. It is a 26-acre habitat. The animals kind of get to be wherever they want. And as we're driving through, please give Miss Lorraine a round of applause. She's making sure we get in safely.
Have a good time, you guys. Have a good time.
Lorraine is one of our awesome volunteers. She gives us lots of her time, and we love her for it. Also, if we happen to see an animal, or if you happen to notice one and I don't talk about them, it's probably because later on in the tour we'll be a lot closer to them. So I want to get them as close as possible to those guys.
Water power.
Got a little bit of bumps over here, but I promise it's worth it. Hey, and I can definitely see one of our baby giraffes are coming to say hello. He's not going to be the one I talk about. Yeah, so then I'm talking about our two passenger side. These are our alligators, also known as our Barbary sheep, and our little tiny goats, mountain goats that are from Africa. They can run up almost entirely straight surfaces. And their camouflage is so good that when a predator is chasing them, they run up the hillside, curl up into a ball, and you can't see them. They look just like rocks. Hi, Timba. We're gonna go a little bit farther away, and then I'll give you some treats. Alright, we're gonna say talk about him in just a minute. I'm just gonna move a little bit farther.
I wanted to tattoo.
After our vehicle, so I don't like to sit right in front of them. Timba will come back to us in just a minute.
Same lang din eh. Pinasosyal, pinabayad ko nila tayo eh. Para di na tayo maglakad.
Timba!
Huh? Is there a mock there?
Timba!
Oh no. She's calling.
Timba, you want to come here, bud? Don't make me a liar. I said you were gonna follow me. That's alright. We have a Wednesday. We're gonna go say hi to his brother, and Timbo will get jealous and actually lose them. Wednesday is right here. Hey, bud. No. Over there. Go say hi to the people. Hello, big boy. Giraffes are super cool. They have a foot-long tongue that they use to eat branches off the top of on both sides of the view. Or not on both sides of the view. Front and the back, not the side to side. So these guys are reticulated giraffes. That means that their neck are their neck height. We also have reticulated pythons here in the park. These guys are actually brothers. They're half brothers. They share the same dad. A lot of people ask us why we only have male giraffes, and that's because males are a lot cheaper
You're right.
than
They're
females are.
bending
To
their
get a male
knees.
giraffe, it costs $30,000 with $5,000 shipping. To get a male giraffe, it
You can't bend their
costs
neck, no?
They
$100,000.
bend.
Yeah, 100?
And that is because
Those
if you have a female giraffe, you're going to
300,000
breed her. You don't have to have
5,000
a male breed your female.
$30,000
And when a baby's a female's born, that's $100,000. So when the males are born, not a lot of people want them, so we like to get the males into the home. If you take a look at
You know
their
how to
eyelashes,
split, huh?
they have some of the most beautiful eyelashes of any animals in the park. That's because they spend so much time with their faces in trees that they would actually scratch their eyes up, so they have those to protect them.
Oh, that's the one of the idol.
Last fun fact about these guys is that they can run 25 miles an hour, and if you take into consideration their length of between 5 to 7 feet, they can travel a lot of distance really far. So if you take a look at how Tiffany is eating those cookies off the ground, that's actually how they drink water. They will spread out their shoulder blades, and that's how they eat instead of opening. There you go, boys. Reach out to the board. Alright, let's go see who else we can find.
She can't reach
You gotta move your leg, no? Just gotta stretch for it.
He's stretch here.
Laki dito tayo.
Parang kalabaw.
Alright, I think for the next animal production, so it does look like we're gonna have stable on both sides of us. We do have a herd of 5, and one of them happily has stayed on the other side. There's 1 on the passenger side, and there are 4 on the driver's side. So these guys are sable. As I said, they are known as the lion killers. So if you take a look at those massive horns, they actually can gut an animal with those horns. Instead of running away from a predator like most antelope species will do, they will charge at that predator, lower their head, and allow that predator to impale themselves on their horns. They can actually lift the weight of a full-grown lion from the top of their neck muscles. Alright, enough about the sables. Diligence is telling me it's time for me to feed him. Hi, pretty boy. So we have our zebra. Diligence here is the one closest to me. He's the only zebra I know by name, and that's because he smiles at me. You'll see it again in just a minute. He likes to show me all of his teeth. So zebras are one of the animals that most places Americans actually pronounce wrong. Their names are not zebras, their names are zebra. And hi, Diligence, your teeth are kind of scary. So zebras, a lot of people ask, are they black with white stripes or are they white with black stripes? There is an actual answer. It is actually a trick question because they are black. If you take a look at their nose, they're black. But if you look, if they are black with black and white stripes, because if you shave a zebra, they still have their stripes. I missed your mouth and it was like, when a herd of zebra run, they actually, and they're running from a predator and they run all together, their stripes form a natural barrage. And the predators can't pick out a single zebra. Are you stomping your foot at me because I'm not giving you biscuits? And then a lot of people ask why zebras are not domesticated. That's because they have a really weak spine. They can't actually support the weight of a child on their back, let alone a cart or a rider. And then moms on the bus, have pity for these girls. These are not all girls. There are definitely some boys in here. But the gestational period of a female zebra is 13 months long. And then they give birth, and then they give birth to a 70-pound baby. Hi, boy.
Oh no, she's
And the day
pooping.
after they give birth, they're able to get pregnant again.
Nasty, bro.
And then it starts when they're 5 years old and goes until they're 25. So the eggs are okay. And so the female zebras can have up to 20 babies in their lifetime. Alright, our zebras are getting antsy. I'm going to see if I can start going forward. But as you have looked, our zebras have learned that if they park in front of my vehicle, I cannot give them treats. And so they will, or I'll give them more treats so they will just sit in front of my vehicle. Keep going, guys. Do you guys think you'd be surrounded by trees? Alright, let's make sure I don't hit any toes. Zebra, you are right in my way. Look, look, look. Over there.
habol yun.
These are ostriches. They are the largest birds in the world. They are the last two-toed birds found in existence. We have Sriracha right here. We named her that because she's spicy. She likes to try and bite us. And then that one right there is Cascabel. Cascabel is our male. You can tell that because he has different feathers. He's got the pink beak, he's got the black feathers, and then if you get a chance, look at his feet. He's got pink on his feet. That is because the males need to attract females. In the wild, ostrich males can have up to 40 females. And the females have the black beak, the brown and gray feathers, and then black on their legs because they don't want to attract anything. They want to hide, which is funny to think about because they're massive animals. If you take a look at their eyeballs, their eyes are so large, they don't leave space in their skull for a brain. So the ostrich brain is the size of a walnut. And so they can run 55 miles an hour and can keep that pace for half an hour. Usually after about 5 minutes, they forget why they're running. But if you take a look at their toes, they have some of the largest toes. And they got that one big toe.
Yeah.
So they,
on the bench.
So if they get caught by a predator,
Give the ticket to Rhea.
please don't eat my finger. If they are chased by a predator and they forget why they're running, they will just turn around and kick that predator. They can actually gut an animal with one kick. They are a non-flightless bird, however they do still have their wings. They will puff them up like peacocks do in display. They also will flap them to run a little faster. If you take a look back there, we do have an egg that she has laid. The big yellow ones are fake, the purple one is fake, but that white one is real. We don't allow them to be fertilized because our ostriches are clutch mates. Ostriches lay all of their eggs in one pile, so they could be siblings, they could not be, and we're not trying to breed ostriches.
They're the road runners.
But we do use them as enrichment, so that we use them here in the park. We'll give them to animals fully yolked. They'll crack it open, eat the yolk. We don't want them to eat the yolk. We'll drain it out. We'll give them just the egg, and we'll put something inside. So like we did this for our raccoon recently. We put kibble inside, so she had to crack the egg open to be able to get to her food. And if we still don't do that, we actually sell them in the gift shop. And so the ostrich eggs that are there are from her. The yolk equivalent of a single ostrich egg is 25 chicken eggs. So people do actively consume them, and they make great quiches. We do not eat our ostrich eggs because we usually end up leaving them out in the sun for a month before we touch them. So they're kind of already rotting before we get them. Do I have any questions about these guys? Nope, we're going to keep going then. Throw them back again. These guys, because they are from the savannah, can actually go their entire life without drinking any water. That's because they get all of their water nutrients from the food they eat. They do drink water here in the park, just because we can't provide them exactly what they need in the wild. Alrighty, let's go see who else we can find. It does look like one of our nilguys is out. We will see if he'll stay out for us or if he's going to run away. Our nilgai are our shyest animals in the park. You can see some of them to the passenger side on the other side of that wash. Hopefully set to a foot and you'll see them a lot closer. These guys are an Indian species of antelope, which means their name means cow in Hindi. And he's hopefully going to stay right where he's at. There we go. There is set too. And that's because non-passionate males take a bluish gray tint. Bluish gray tint when they reach sexual maturity. And alright, we got one more group of animals in the Serengeti, and then we're going to go hang out with some more carnivores. And if you want a cute picture, you can see the nothing but a water buffalo are hanging out in the wallow right now. So all you can see is their heads sticking out of the water. These animals are going to be on both sides of me, most likely. And you can actually see one of our youngest animals in the park. We just got him a couple days ago. That is our baby Watusi. Give me just a second, I gotta move her to the road. Hey, Sweet, will you go get it, please? Hey, over there. These guys are an African species of cattle. They are not used for meat, flavor, or dairy. They are just used as a pride symbol. I'm going to keep going. So that we can see the others as well. But yeah, they're just used as a pride symbol. These guys are super cool. The little one right here is Bantu. We just got him a couple days ago. He will be turning
monkey yan, di ba? Small yan.
Di ba binibenta yan sa pet ko?
Yan?
Binibenta to sa pet.
Smallest monkey, di ba?
Anyone tell me what these guys are? They're lemurs. They're ring-tailed lemurs.
Smallest monkey. What are the smallest monkey?
Lemurs are not monkeys. They are also from Madagascar. They are their own. Are you still working on that sweet potato? That's carrot. So if you take a look at the lemur up there, it is eating a massive chunk of carrot, and that's because it's stolen it from my tortoises. These guys are super cool. They have upper and lower opposable thumbs, so they can climb really well. And they open doors. They have double door system, so they cannot get out. Yeah, so they can climb really well. They can also put their hands through and grab the biscuits. They have really sharp claws and fangs, so if they get aggressive, they could very easily hurt me. They have exactly 13 black and 13 white stripes on their tails. We don't know why that is, but every single one of them has that.
That's because they're unlucky.
Anyone on my blog have any questions about these guys? No? Alright. We're going to go say hi to some more critters. I just like to point them out because people don't usually know a whole lot about these guys. Wait, I need...
Yan? Bro, sige tayo dyan.
Alright, let's go see what it is next. So habitat to the passenger side is where Ted Lady, Kayla live, and our current lions, so we'll see if we can find any of them. I think I see Ted underneath the tree. He's sleeping, so we'll see if we can see him. Alrighty, I think we're gonna actually stop at one more crew that is not carnivores, and then we'll definitely do some carnivores, but we would really appreciate it when I stop at the next crew, which are some African crested porcupines.
There's Latte. Where's the magnets? The water stone.
These guys are African crested porcupines. They are the third largest rodent.
Tinitira?
Next squirrel yan.
Ha?
Hi.
Ba't tinitira na?
The one up front is Morris. He does not like to be touched. So he usually pops up when I open this.
You wanna go?
Where do you touch them?
I will show you with Come Along.
He pops up huge.
He's actually not fully puffed up at all. Come along, come here, pretty girl.
Come here, baby girl. Oh my god, it's so cute.
So this is Come Along. She is, or they're both African crested. Come Along is one of the oldest porcupines found in captivity. She is she just turned 24 this week. Wow. Morris is 7 years old, and so Morris lives with a cougar. But they are African crested porcupines. They're named that because of the quills on top of their head. They are like a crest. They are just like, Morris, your treats are over there. Go over there. So the head quills are just like our hair. They're a little bit thicker than our hairs are. They have a couple different types of other quills. They have their body quills. They also have hollow quills in the back, which they use kind of like rattles. And then they have what's called bone-piercing quills. I actually have one of those in my vehicle, which you guys can touch at the end of our tour. Morris, go back, please. I want to give Come Along some cuddles. And not get stabbed.
Yeah.
So these guys can run 25 miles an hour. They don't do it very often. They do it in short spurts. They will only do it when they're going to quill something. No porcupine can throw their quills, so everyone actually has to touch you to be able to quill you. So if an animal is messing with them and they don't want to be messed with, they have a couple things they'll do before. They'll stomp their feet, which is absolutely adorable. They think they're really aggressive. They're just stomping their feet. They'll make some noises. They will puff their quills up, as you saw Morris doing a little bit. And then they also have, as I said, they have those rattle quills. They'll actually rattle them and it sounds like a rattlesnake. And so they're telling you that you're too close to them. And so these guys, if an animal still ignores those warnings, they'll puff up and then they'll sprint really fast in that 25-mile-an-hour thing and then body slam their quills into an animal. As I said, they have bone-piercing quills that actually can go 2 inches into bone. And I will show you one of those in a little bit.
Which one are the bone-piercing ones?
They're the ones down at his base. Yeah. And then I think some of the bigger ones up here too. So they have them all over. These guys are in the rodent family, so they do have to get hard biscuits all the day because they have continuously growing teeth. And they don't have a lot of natural enemies. Aw, you licking me? Are you licking the salt off my skin? Is it yummy? Her tongue is just like a cat tongue. It tells you how rough it is. Hi, pretty girl. But yeah, so the natural enemies are honey badgers, because honey badgers have such thick skin, they don't really care they're being quilled. They, mongooses and weasels will also eat them because they're so fast they can get underneath them, and they don't really have quills on their belly. So if you take a look at the quills right here, they're quills, but they're not really spiky at all. They're just kind of like thick hair. And then the porcupines who live in Asia, actually tigers have learned to flip them over to eat the quills to get them from underneath. Last thing about porcupines is North American porcupines have quills all over their body. They are barbed. And so if your dog gets quilled, please do not try and take care of it yourself. Take them to the vet because they will anesthetize your dog. They'll give them pain medication and they'll make sure to get all of the quill out. If you try and pull those out, your dog will be in a miserable life. All right, do I have any questions about these guys? Now, these guys are...
They're herbivores.
I have a question.
What's your question, sweets?
Porcupines, these ones do really have the quills.
They don't have quills? They definitely have quills. They just don't have barbed quills. Their quills are all straight. I have a couple that you can touch when you want at the end of our tour.
Yeah. You want to touch it?
Yes, I want to touch it.
You want to touch it?
No.
No, you're scared?
I'm not scared.